Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Got a late one tonight. Phillies are taking on the Seattle Mariners out at T-Mobile Park. Should be a fun one between two teams that are, two teams really that have played either 500 baseball or under 500 baseball over the last 10 games, but still on paper are very, very good teams. The Phillies are 65-43, so they're 22 games over 500, and the Mariners are 57-53, so they are also 5-5 in their last 10 games, as we just mentioned that. They're also 31-23 at home at T-Mobile Park. All right, so make sure that you guys make sure you guys subscribe, hit the notification bell icon, and that way you will know when I go live. KGB is here, Katie's here, Jane's here. We got a nice little big crowd tonight, so that's great. Let's talk a little bit about this. So, the past is the past, okay? The Phillies lost. They ended up going 1-5 during their home stand against the Cleveland Guardians and the New York Yankees. Now we got to turn the page. Right, we're here in Seattle. We're at T-Mobile Park. It's 85 degrees outside. Winds are blowing 5 miles per hour over there. And the guy that's on the hill is Tyler Phillips. Now, the good news is that Phillips pitched a complete game shutout his last time out, and that was on Sunday. That was the last time the Phillies actually ended up winning, Saturday. And so he's out there on the bump, and you expect to see good things from him tonight. The one thing that's noticeable about this Seattle Mariners lineup is there's no J.P. Crawford, there's no Julio Rodriguez, and also they're missing. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody else. But you're missing a couple of your key players in your lineup, and you're gonna have to try to take advantage of that. And I think that the Phillies absolutely can, and that should be something that they do a good job at. You're still gonna have to face Randy Arozarena, but you're going to have to really try to buckle down and play really good, solid defense and just hit the ball really well with runners in scoring position. That's all I got to say. All right, so we head to the lineups, all right? Give me your final score predictions down below as well. I would really, really appreciate that. New scorecard. That's nice. Or new scoreboard. All right, so Bryan Woo is going to be on the mound for the Seattle Mariners, and Woo this season has gone 11 starts. He has a 4-1 record in 53 2/3 of an inning. The Phillies lineup will look just like this. It'll be Kyle Schwarber batting in the leadoff spot. Then it's Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Alec Bohm, Brandon Marsh, JT Realmuto, Nick Castellanos, Bryson Stott, and Johan Rojas. Mariners are in their royal blue, I guess that's what you call it. Royal blue and yellow uniforms. They have the trident on the top, which is pretty cool, on top of the cap. Then you got yellow Seattle painted across the front of the chest. And then you have the yellow letters and numbers on the back as well. All right, so here we go. We're taking a look at both teams. The Mariners have produced about 3.92 runs per game. They're 28th best in MLB baseball in that category. And then the Phillies have 4.88 runs per game, which is 5th in all of baseball. So this Mariners offense has really been towards the bottom, really. They really don't hit for average. They really don't get on base too much, and they've been really not slugging the ball so well. And when you're missing Julio Rodriguez in the lineup today, it's going to be something else that you got to look for. And J.P. Crawford as well. All right. Oh, Jorge Polanco is the other guy that's not in the lineup, too, for the Mariners. All right, so we're ready to get underway as Woo is out there on the bump for Seattle. And he kicks and fires, and the first pitch is a line drive hit to left field for a base hit by Kyle Schwarber, and he starts the game off the right way with a leadoff opposite field single. There you go. First pitch, and it's a base hit by Kyle Schwarber. Why is this not showing up? Sorry about that. I don't know why they cut off the counts now on this scoreboard app thing. Oh, because it's different now. So now you got to do it like this. I see it. I don't like it as much. First pitch underway, and it's taken for a strike to Trey Turner. So 0-1 is the count. I don't like how they redid this. Show us the count. Come on, man. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-1, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards shallow right field on the run. And not being able to make the catch is the right fielder. And that is Mitch Haniger. Huh. So they don't have the counts on this thing anymore? I didn't even know that they changed the graphic. Nothing. So now they don't even have a count up here. That's weird. That is really, really weird. They don't tell you the outs. Nothing like that. No balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch on the way to Turner. Fly ball hit out over to center field. It's not that deep. And there to make the grab is going to be Victor Robles. And there's one away. All right. Crew chief for tonight. You got Brian Walsh calling the balls into strikes behind the plate. Ryan Wills is over at first base. Chad Fairchild is at second. And Carlos Torres is at third base. So there's one gone in the top of the first. We got a runner on over at first base. And that is Kyle Schwarber. Oh, the pitch, and that's taken way up high for a ball. So if somebody's commenting and asking, like, well, where's the strike and ball count and where's the outs, please tell them that this app I'm using has provided an update, and it's not there right now, and JJ's on it. Just say JJ's on it, trying to fix it. That's all you got to say, JJ's on it. 1-0 pitch, and that's inside and high for ball 2. So if my mods could do that, I would really appreciate that. I am going to try to fix that as we go. I don't know why it's like that now, but it just is. How about Bryce Harper having 3 homers career-wise here at T-Mobile Park? And 12 hits and 22 at-bats. The pitch, swing and a miss. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe as well. Hit those notification bell icons, and that way you know when I go live. 2-1, swing and a miss. The count is now 2-2. So the Mariners, their lineup will look just like this defensively. Cal Rowley's behind the plate. He's number 2. Obviously, number 1 is Bryan Woo. He's the guy that's on the mound for them right now. Infielders from first to third, you got Luke Raley over at first. Leo Rivas over at second base. Josh Rojas is at third. And Dylan Moore's at short. The pitch. And that is swung on and missed. And there is one gone in the top of the first as Bryce Harper strikes out. Guy that has really been struggling offensively. So Schwarber singled, Turner lined out to center, and Harper strikes out. Now it's Alec Bohm who's due up to bat. The Fightins are in their gray tops, gray bottoms, have the red Phillies painted on the front side of the chest, right near the buttons, all across. And then you got the red letters and the red numbers on the back as well. Bohm batting .295 on the season so far. I really wish that it would tell you the counts and everything, but it just doesn't do that. It's weird. The ball is 1 strike, 2 outs. The next pitch, and that is taken all the way for strike 2. No worries, Eric. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, folks. Let's get to 3,700. That's what we're on the road to, so I would really appreciate all your support on here, for sure. The ball is 2 strikes, and the next pitch, and that is fouled back towards the screen. We'll do it again. Like 32 smashed. Have a great stream. There we go. What's up, Dixon Way? Yes, sir. 0-2 is the count to Alec Bohm on the sunny day out at T-Mobile Park, and the toss back over to first, and it's not in time to get Kyle Schwarber. Orioles are down 8-4 to the Guardians in the bottom of the 8th inning. Got the Blue Jays who lead at 7-2 in the bottom of the fourth against the Yankees. And the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Yeah, I don't like this. Let's try to change our scoreboard again, guys. Doesn't even show our display settings, nothing. The 0-2 pitch. And that's fouled back towards the screen. So Schwarber will have to jog all the way back over to first base. The ball's 2 strikes. Phillies playing at T-Mobile Park. Of course, it was Safeco Field from 1999 to 2018. The pitch. Oh, there's a little throwback over to first, and that's not in time. Left field is 331 feet. Left center is 378. Center field is 401. Then you got 381 feet out in right center, 326 in right field, and 69 feet to the backstop. 0-2, ground ball, hit over to second base, and the throw over to first is in time, and the inning is over. So just a leadoff single by Kyle Schwarber, and that's all that there is to it, and we go to the bottom of the first. No score out in Seattle. Okay, so we're going to try to go with another score bot here. That's what we'll do. In case you are just tuning in, make sure you like and make sure you subscribe. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for Phillies baseball, 76ers basketball, and Eagles football. However, we do it like a traditional play-by-play style, guys. That's how we do it on here, you know. So we care about trying to be really good play-by-play announcers. That's really what I want to do with this channel. Yeah, man. So that's what I try. That's what I try to do. We'll do a box scoreboard. We can add that. Name cannot be empty. Of course it can't be empty, and I forgot. Phillies scoreboard. We'll get to the Mariners lineup in just a few moments. Just bear with me once again. We're going to get rid of this browser here for this scoreboard because apparently this one is not working for some reason. Let's see if this one will work. All right. I kind of like this one, I guess, a little bit better for now. So we will do this, shall we? Let's try this one. All right. Let's see if they give us the strike and ball counts here. I don't like it as much because it's not as colorful, but it is what it is. We just have to make do. All right, so the Mariners lineup will look like this. It'll be Victor Robles playing out in center field. Then you got Randy Arozarena out in left. Catcher will be Cal Raleigh batting in the 3 spot. Justin Turner is the designated hitter tonight. Then it's Josh Rojas batting in the 5 hole over at third base. Dylan Moore is at shortstop batting in the 6th spot. Mitch Haniger's playing out in right field batting 7th. 8th will be Luke Raley over at first base. And Leo Rivas is at second base. And the first pitch underway, swing and a fly ball hit out to deep left field. And Victor Robles goes into the upper deck. Man, oh man. Tyler Phillips gave him a fastball right down the middle of the plate. And just like that, within the blink of an eye, Victor Robles makes it a 1-0 ball game. Wow. Couldn't even introduce the guy. Just wanted to butt on in and just make a statement for himself. The 27-year-old who used to play for the Washington Nationals. He's coming off a 2-for-5 game where he scored 3 runs and had a stolen base against the Red Sox. What's everybody's final score predictions? Comment down below. Now here comes Arozarena, and the first pitch in this at-bat's going to get away from JT, and that's how wide it was. 1 ball, no strikes. Get to Tyler's stats in just a couple seconds. The windup and the pitch. In there for strike one. Good sweeper thrown. Arozarena's average is at 217. It was lower than that before he came over to Seattle. 17 homers as well. The 1-1. That's inside for ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch, that is taken for strike two. So yeah, if my mods could just do me a solid, and if somebody asks why isn't it not showing the count, how many outs there are, just say that JJ's trying to fix it. Next pitch, and that is fouled off. Or members, or anybody. Could be whoever. Tyler Phillips is a 3-0 record and a 1.8 ERA. And the next pitch, Arozarena will foul that one off. Thank you all so much for tuning in on here. I know we got a late night tonight. It is a Friday night out in South Jersey. The 2-2 to Arozarena. Ground ball, backhanded by Turner at shortstop. Gets up, throws over to first. And there's the first out of the inning. Phillies will play tomorrow night at 9:40 as well. It'll be Colby Allard, the left-handed pitcher, going up against Bryce Miller. And then on Sunday, the Phillies will wrap up this 3-game set before they head out to Dodger Stadium. And they'll have Zach Wheeler facing Logan Gilbert. The pitch. And there's a sweeper on the outside edge for strike one at 81 miles per hour. Cal Raleigh due up to bat. 23 homers, 67 RBI, and a .215 batting average as well. The next pitch is downstairs. One ball, one strike. The next pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over to right field, but it is a foul ball. All right. I'm not dealing with the trolls today. Y'all know what to do. Mods, come on. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards right field, and on the run to make the catch is Johan Rojas. Mods, where are you? Come on. I'm just pulling this up now. Come on. Where are my mods at? Can you hear me? Hello? JJ, why do you sound so bad? What do you mean, why do I sound so bad? Like audio quality or tone or... You got to be specific, my guy. The pitch. That's taken low for a ball. The 1-0 pitch on the way, and that's low and outside for ball two to Justin Turner. All right. I'll do it myself. There we go. Okay, Jane got it. Thanks. Thanks, Jane. Appreciate it. The pitch. That's taken for a strike. JJ, he said sad. Oh, why do you sound sad? Okay. No, I'm not sad. I'm not sad at all. Do I sound sad? I'm definitely not sad. 2-1. That's taken for a strike. My tone's a little bit different, though, and that's because I am trying to be a little bit more cognizant of how loud I get at times, and I don't want to overdo it, right? 2-2. That's fouled off once again. I'm trying to be a little bit more direct, like, with my broadcasting. That's really what it is. So, like, I love it, like, interacting with you guys. That's cool. But I want to try to get my facts ready and all that other stuff. The pitch. There's a fly ball. Hit out over towards center field. And making the catch there for out number 3 is Yohan Rojas. However, well, the Seattle Mariners do get a run on a solo homer by Victor Robles. And it's 1-0. Your voice is your instrument. It is. It is. Oh, okay, I'm just tweaking then. Yeah. Yeah, but it's okay. I appreciate you being concerned, you know? Tells me that you care. That's what it tells me, so appreciate that. No, I'm good. I'm all good. I'm a little bit more relaxed. That's really what it is. I'm a little bit more relaxed today. The voice is the instrument. All right, so we're going to the top of the second inning. And again, guys, I apologize about about not being able to show the count on the scoreboard. The people that run this, they do a really good job. It's called sportsscoreboardbot.com, and I support them, but they must be doing some sort of an update. So that's why we're not able to show the full count and everything. Actually, what I will do, now that this isn't working, I will actually get rid of this. I know it's a little bit small, but at least you can see the counts a little bit. All right. What's up, Elaine? What's up, Linda? What's going on, Bean? What is good, man? Hopefully you're all doing well. I have a poll question up in the chat. I want to know, will the Phillies end their losing streak tonight? Give me your thoughts about that down below. Are they going to end the losing streak tonight? Will they get a win versus Seattle? Okay, 71% of you say yes. We've had 73 votes. It's not enough, man. We got 148 people tuning in, so let's get more votes in. Let's go. All right, so now Brandon Marsh is coming up to bat. It's 1-0 Seattle. The pitch to Marsh, and there's a foul ball. Marsh hitting .248. He does have 11 home runs and 48 RBI. The 0-1 pitch. And that's taken just up high and outside for a ball. Yeah, it looked a little bit weird, like with the duplicate, you know. This one's smaller, but it is what it is. Woo gets set at the letters, kicks, and delivers. And it's now a 1-2 count. It's at 95 miles per hour. So Brandon Marsh hitting .248. I think we just mentioned that. The 1-2 from Woo. Good eye by Marsh. It's way up high for ball 2. Phillies are 5.5 games above the Atlanta Braves, who are now on a 4-game winning streak. Two balls, two strikes. And the next pitch, and that's low for ball 3. Yeah, the one thing I try to do is I try to build up the energy. You know, I don't always like firing out of the gates, just saying, hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. How you all doing? You know, I like to kind of build it up sometimes. And I feel like tonight that kind of sets it, you know? 3-2. Fly ball hit out over towards shallow left center field. Arozarena is going to call off Robles, or actually vice versa. And there is the catch made for the first out of the inning. Plus, there's also that, honestly, like to tune this in as they go to sleep, you know? So it's just a really cool thing to be able to sort of set that tone, too. Covers the count on the top. What does? Yeah, it's always been there. I just don't like to use it all the time. Pitch on the way, the JT. Ground ball, back up the middle, and there's a nice little play by Dylan Moore, and he throws it over to first as he picks it up, and there's out number 2. That's going to bring up Nick Castellanos. Odds tonight for the Phillies. Well, the money line was set at minus 120 for Seattle and plus 180 according to ESPN Bet. The pitch on the way. Fly ball hit that over towards right center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Robles does a good job of making sure it doesn't go all the way to the wall, but Castellanos will cruise on into second base and get himself a 2-out double in the top of the second. There you go. So Castellanos able to come through. And now looking to drive him in will be Bryson Stott. Had a fastball right down the heart and soul of the plate, and Casty honestly just followed through with the pitch. So a 2-out extra base hit, and Bryson Stott will be the next batter. And he takes it inside for ball 1. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Bryan Woo. He's 24 years old. He's 6'2", weighs 205 pounds as well. He's from Oakland, California. The pitch that is taken for a strike, so it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. We talking about energy drinks in the chat? Yeah, I like Gatorade. I needed it today. You got to stay hydrated, guys. Stay hydrated and make sure that you get electrolytes. Pitch. That's inside for ball 2. Yankees just got a couple runs back. They're trailing 7-4 in the bottom of the 5th. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And the top of the second, and the next pitch, that was inside and low, but it's fouled back towards the screen. Capacity here at T-Mobile Park is 47,929. Now, I did see that somebody did say that WrestleMania was performed at T-Mobile Park, and it was. And they had 54,097 people in attendance for that. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and Bryson Stott strikes out, and we head to the bottom of the second inning. So the Phillies just get a 2-out double by Nick Castellanos and nothing else to it. And then we head to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Seattle. That was WrestleMania. I think it was the 19th. Yeah, it was the 19th anniversary. The 19th annual WrestleMania Professional Wrestling pay-per-view. So. All right. So we talked a little bit about the poll question. Right? I did want to address something, okay? I'm not trying to single anybody out here, but I want us to just I want us to be mindful of something, okay? So when we're going on, and this was not a mod, I'm not going to name names, it was not a moderator, but when we're going on to support other people, okay? I love going on to support other people. And at the end of games, what I am going to do is I am going to have like a recommended, after each and every Phillies game, if there's something else that's going on. Obviously, it's going to be hard to do with these West Coast games, but I will have that up. Unfortunately, yesterday we did have somebody that did go into one of our friends' chats, and he wasn't really being respectful. And all I ask, okay, and I'm just going to say this once. I don't want to make a big deal out of it, but all I ask is that when you go onto other people's chats, just try to be respectful. Don't try to, talk this and that about the Phillies, saying that the Phillies are better and all these other things. Like, don't start smoke, because that's not cool with me, or just disrespect other people, So I'm just saying that I think that we all have to be respectful of one another, and that's all I want. The pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over towards second base, and Rojas will ground out as the flip is made over to first. That's all I got to say. All right? Now back to having some fun. So we're in the bottom of the second, and there's 1 out. So it was Josh Rojas that grounded out over towards second base. And the pitch to Dylan Moore is a line drive foul ball towards the left field corner. No, I'm not talking about like when we. I'm just saying like whenever we go on to somebody else's channel, or if we have other members who just happen to be on other people's channels, you know, like PAS. Okay, he does the Mets, right? And so some of our members go on there like after the Phillies game is done, and they go on just to chat and whatever. So it could be a raid, it could be for a chat. Just try to be respectful to people. That's all I ask. The 1-1. That is outside and low for a ball. That's it. Just be cool, you know? That's all. Dylan Moore is up, batting .213 with 9 homers and 36 RBI in the 2-1. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. Marsh goes back towards the track, and it is a foul ball, thank goodness. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm not saying it's any of you guys. I'm not, like, I'm not singling anybody out. I don't even know if that person's on here right now. It definitely wasn't a mod, and it wasn't, like, one of our, like, it hasn't been, like, a member that's come on here every day, but it's definitely been somebody that I've seen. But the bottom line is just to try to, be nice. That's all I ask. Next pitch, and that's fouled off. Moore putting up a pretty good at-bat here against Phillips, who gets set just below the letters and fires the next pitch, and that is fouled away once again. Yankees just got some more runs. They were down 7-2, and now it's 7-5 in the bottom of the fifth with 2 runners on and 1 out. 2-2 pitch. And that is low and outside for ball 3. Red Sox also lead at 9-5 against the Rangers. Then you got the Giants beating the Reds 3-0 out at Great American Park. The pitch on the way, and that is low for ball 4. So a good at bat by Dylan Moore. Then he gets on with a 1-out walk. Astros and Rays are tied 2-2 in the bottom of the 7th. And you got the Twins up by 2 in the bottom of the 7th. They lead a 4-2 against the White Sox. What else? Mets and Angels just got started, and it's 1-0 New York in the bottom of the 2nd. Rockies also have a 1-0 lead against the Padres. First pitch to Handiger, and that's taken for a strike. The ball is 1 strike, and the next pitch, line drive into center field for a base hit. So there's 2 runners on with 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd inning. After Moore gets on with a walk, Handiger slaps a single to center field. Brewers also won 8-3 out in Washington. Royals had a 9-2 victory out in Detroit. And then the Diamondbacks, they won 9-8 today out in Pittsburgh. The Marlins ended up losing 5-3 to the Atlanta Braves. Then the Cubs won 6-3 against the Cardinals. That was earlier this afternoon. 1 out, 2 runners on, and the pitch that is taken outside for ball 1. Luke Raley is up to bat. He's batting on the left side of the plate. 2 runners on, 1 out, bottom of the 2nd. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. And the 1-0. Good take. We do have some storms coming over here, guys, so if we do lose power, I apologize. We luckily have a generator, but first the power comes off, and then the generator turns on. It has started lightning, so just bear with us if we do lose power. 2 balls, no strikes to Raleigh. Batting .227. Playing over at first base. It was Ty France that was playing there for a while. Then he just struggled. Then he went to the Reds. 2-0. Another foul ball, and the count is now 2-1. Raleigh ended up going 1 for 6 in the series against the Red Sox. The one hit came on Wednesday. And he got hit by a pitch twice and stole 2 bases. 2-1. Fly ball hit out over to deep right field. That's going back towards the track, and that baby is long gone. So Luke Raley ends up hitting his 12th homer of the season and knocks in his 30th, 31st, and 32nd RBI. And it's now 4-0. John, no spoilers, man. No spoilers. Man, he just torched that thing. Wow. Did that go into the second or in the third deck? So already a 3-run homer. Back-to-back innings where Phillips is allowed a home run. And the pitch to Rivas is taken for strike 1. The ball is 1 strike. The next pitch, chopped foul, and it's now a 0-2 count. Where you're located looks okay, not severe. Well, there is lightning and thunder here, so I'm just saying that it's the forecast says one thing. I don't think that we were even supposed to get rain, but now we are. The pitch, and there's a strike 3 called. And there's 2 gone here in the bottom of the second inning. So Rivas strikes out. And now Victor Robles is due up to bat with 2 outs and nobody on. Hello, folks. In case you are just tuning in, make sure you like and subscribe. Orioles Birdwatchers here. We'll get to his comment in just a few moments. The first pitch is taken for a strike to Victor Robles, who had the solo homer to start off the ball game. That was his 3rd homer of the season. 0-1. That is on the outside edge. It should have been called a ball by Walsh, but it was not. It's now a 1-1 count. JJ, my peeps were just too depressed to go anywhere tonight. Figured the best thing to do, seeing how both teams are going, to send my peeps to a Mets game. The 0-2 pitch. There's a line drive into center field for a base hit, and Tyler Phillips just has not been on today, and that's to put it lightly. So there's a single back up the middle. This guy who just pitched a 4-hit complete game shutout for the Phils has already allowed 4 hits. And we're not even through the second. Now it's Randy Arozarena who's coming up. Early day tomorrow, going to bed. Good luck, says Larry. Thanks. I don't need luck, but thank you. I do appreciate that. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Don't forget, guys, I mean, you can absolutely tune in and, don't be afraid to fall asleep. I encourage that because, we try to be the soundtrack for everybody that's on here. Throw back over to first is not in time. The one thing that I actually do, and Birds Watcher knows this, and he does this too. Shout out to Orioles Bird Watcher. Drop your link down below, by the way, my guy. But I love listening to classic baseball games on the radio. It's sort of like my ASMR, The 0-1, that's outside for a ball. I don't do it all the time, but definitely sometimes if I can't fall asleep, it's a very good thing to fall asleep to. 41 pitches by Phillips, and we're not even through the second. 2 outs, 1 runner on, the 1-1 pitch, and it's low, and getting a good jump there is Victor Robles. As he goes over to second base without a throw from JT Realmuto, he is lightning fast. His average sits at now .314. He stole a base in his last game, and now that's his, it's a brand new month, but he had 8 stolen bases in July. 9 steals and 75 at-bats coming into today for Robles. The pitch. That's taken for ball 3 to Randy Arozarena, who's already 0 for 1. That's right. They did. 3-1. Low and outside for ball 4, and Arozarena gets on with a walk. And is Caleb Cotham going to go out there to talk things over with Tyler Phillips? I don't know. So 2 runners on still, and we're in the bottom of the second. And there's 2 away. 4-0 Seattle. Mentioned this before, but we'll say it again. The Yankees are down 7-5 to the Toronto Blue Jays in the top of the 6th. So now Caleb Cotham is going to go on out there to talk things over with his ball club. 29 total strikes thrown by Phillips. 44 total pitches. It's not like he's losing his command. Or it's not like he's losing the batters and allowing walks. It's just that he's been giving up some really bad pitches over the heart and soul of the plate. Yeah, take him out in the bottom of the second and just tax your bullpen. So that sounds very, very wise, because then you're not even going to have a bullpen tomorrow. And tomorrow, guess who's pitching? Guess who's pitching? Colby Allard. Do you think that he's going to go 6-7 innings tomorrow? I hope he does, but that's not wise. 2 outs, 2 runners on, bottom of the second, and the pitch, swing and a miss. Cal Raleigh did a line out in the first, so he's 0 for 1. Yeah, so that's why, like, when you say something like that, back it up. The 0-1 delivery. That is low for a ball. Autocorrect. We shouldn't take him out. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. So that makes the count now 1-2. Phillies have Jose Ruiz already warming up. Wow. I'm a little bit shocked about that. A ball, 2 strikes, 2 runners on, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-2 is in the dirt for ball 2. Well, folks, it could be worse. You know, Gregory Soto did a horrendous job today for the Baltimore Orioles. You know, Soto, Dominguez, and Pache, they all faced the Cleveland Guardians, and now they got to face them again. 2-2 pitch. And that is taken low for ball 3. Soto today allowed 4 earned runs in just a third of an inning. 2 walks, Gregory Soto. 3-2 pitch. Did not get the call there, and it's outside for ball 4. So that's going to load the bases. And now coming up is Justin Turner, so he's the 9th man to bat in this inning so far. Yeah, just saying, it could be worse. Bases loaded, and Justin Turner is up to bat. And the first pitch, and he fouls that one back. Correct, Tyone did just get DFA'd, and now he's on the Marlins. But he was facing the Guardians, so whatever. Still was facing them. The 0-1 pitch. That is inside for a ball. So, yeah, so again, in case you are just tuning in, We do have storms out here in South Jersey. It is raining pretty hard. So I know that the game's not in South Jersey. It's not even in Philadelphia. But there is a chance that we may lose power. So just bear that in mind as we go. The 1-1 from Phillips, way outside for ball 2. And Justin Turner is ahead in the count, 2-1. Phillips allowed 2 homers so far in this game, and the 2-1 to Turner, swung on, hit out over towards deep left field, and there's a grand slam. And that's now 8-0 as Justin Turner able to get a grand slam, his 7th homer of the season, and the Mariners explode off of Tyler Phillips. My gosh. Another pitch left out over the middle of the plate. Absolutely demolished. No spoilers in the chat, guys. That's all I ask. Tyone, you know better. That's going to be it. Rob Thompson's going to pull him out of the game. And we have a pitch and change. Good night. Enjoy the grind. Yep, Tyone. I don't appreciate you with that spoiler there, my guy. You know better. You know better. All right. So we're still in the bottom of the second, and there's 2 outs here. Guys, when I'm older, okay, something that's on my bucket list is to go visit every single MLB ballpark out there. Right? Which ballpark would you say is your favorite that you've been to? And why? Why would you say it's your favorite ballpark? Let me know down below. All right. Because in all honesty, like I've always like wanted to visit certain ballparks. I really, really have. And I'm just curious to see what everybody else has to say about that. You know? Have any of you ever been to, or how many ballparks have you been to? How many have you been to? Fenway, it's historic. Great fan, says John. Yeah, I've been to Fenway. Truest because of the atmosphere. Yeah. It's coming from a Braves fan, I can already tell. But that's cool. I've always wanted to go there. Truest. Yeah. But we still believe. JJ, I'm not going to lie. I've been really trying not to lose hope for the season, but I really am. I think our season may be in danger. Baltimore Stadium by far. I like Fenway Park. Not Fenway. Camden Yards. Lone Depot. Have you, Jane, you've been to Lone Depot? Lou says, I'd love to visit not just the parks, but the NFL stadiums, NBA and NHL. I like to see different teams, but arenas tend to be more cookie cutter. Yeah, the pitch is that's taken for a strike. Yeah, the arenas to me are pretty much very similar. You know, like Madison Square Garden is, stands out for sure. But the scenery, there's not really much there, you know? That's where the baseball parks come into play. First pitch, there's a line drive, base hit out to left field, and Josh Rojas able to get on with an opposite field single. All right, I took a tour of Camden Yards as a kid, says Lou. Got to walk on the field, was amazing, great park. Yeah, I like Camden Yards too. I got an Anthony Santander baseball hat, so that was nice. The pitch. Net is low and outside for ball 1. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have on here? But will you let us know about that? TD Garden does stand out too. The pitch. And that is taken for a strike. So Dylan Moore's up to bat. He walked his first time up. And the 1-1 delivery fouled back towards the screen. Jose Ruiz is pitching. Just allowed a leadoff Well, a 2-out single, I should say. Feels like it's a brand new inning, but it is not. 72 likes. All right, let's go. 1-2. That's in the dirt for ball 2. How do you become a mod? First of all, you got to be 18 or older. And you got to, I either have to give it to you, just based off of trust, or if you are interested, you message me on Discord. 2-2 pitch on the way, and that's taken low for ball 3. Either message me on Discord, or if I see that you're doing a really good job on here, let me know. But if I do find out, if you do tell me that you are under 18, you can't be a mod. That's how I roll. 3-2, and that's fouled back towards the screen. Busch Stadium in St. Louis. You can see the arch from basically anywhere you sit. It's an awesome view. Yeah, St. Louis seems like it's a really, really cool ballpark. 3-2 pitch on the way, and there's a foul ball. If you guys want to support the channel, you're more than welcome to do so. We're going to be on here almost every single late night here for these next 10 games or so. Well, 8 actually, because my birthday is next Saturday, and I won't be here for my birthday. And Sunday as well. Won't be on here for my birthday either. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch on the way is swing and a miss. And Jose Ruiz does get the strikeout. So Tyler Phillips allows 8 runs in about 1 2/3 of an inning. 7 of them came here in the bottom of the second, including a grand slam by Justin Turner and a 3-run homer by Luke Raleigh. Happy early birthday, JJ. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. I do appreciate that. Thanks, guys. So, yeah. It's cool stuff. The vet was amazing for football because that savage Jim Johnson defense led by Brian Dawkins needed to play in a gritty stadium. I like the bank more than the vet for baseball. Yeah, that's for sure. What's up, Louie? What's up, Louie? Louie and Lou, man. Louie and Lou. Blake Snell threw a no-hitter versus the Reds today. The Giants got a no-hitter. Not Blake Snell. Snell's not on the Giants anymore, is he? He is. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, no-hitter. My dad would be happy to hear that. Huh. Cool. I have Twitter off today. And you know why? Because as much as I like getting updates on my phone about certain things, I'll probably look at Twitter and see if there is any news, if there's something big that happens during the game. But I get distracted on my phone, and I don't always like that, I even notice that when I tend to have conversations with people, that I tend to get a little bit more distracted, and I don't want that to be a part of who I am. When I'm with people, I want to be in the moment. And right now I'm with you guys. And I feel like tonight's one of those nights where we're going to really have our loyal people on here, our loyal freaks. And I really want them to get the best experience of me just talking to them, if that makes sense. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. That's taken inside for ball 2. So Yohan Rojas is up to bat. It's 9-1-2 that are due up in the order. The 2-0 delivery, the Rojas, and that is taken all the way right down the hatch for a strike. Charge! 2-1. Just misses inside for ball 3. It shows respect too. Yeah, man, for sure. 3-1 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. Shuffling the feet as the second baseman, and the throw over to first is in time, and there's one away. But yeah, like, don't be afraid to, keep this on. But if you fall asleep, like, that's totally fine. It shows respect, but it's also like, it's also important to just be engaging, And sometimes, like, I have people saying that, I should tweet more. I should do more things on the social media websites. And while I understand, like, where they're coming from, as the first pitch is taken for a strike to Schwarber, while I understand where they're coming from, my time is important with you. Your time is precious, right? I got to lock you guys in here, and I got to make sure that I'm keeping a conversation going. The pitch, and that's up high for a ball. And that's what this platform is about. It's about keeping people's attention and also engaging in a community and bringing people together. 1-1. That's fouled back. So, we'll sprinkle in some facts here and there about both teams. But then we may get a little bit off track. We may talk to people in the chat. Or we may talk about something else, like music. Or we just talked about ballparks. It's all for good. Woo gets set and fires and throws a strike 3 right on the inside edge at 94 miles per hour. And there's now 3 strikeouts by Woo. All right. What else do we got? Let's go to a better game. This is sad, JJ. That's one way to look at it. For sure. The pitch, and that's inside for a ball. Still is early. You never know. And for those people that stay on here, and if you're going to see a comeback like this, you're never going to forget it. The 1-0 pitch that is swung on and fouled. I mean, look at who remembers a 14-2 deficit from Seattle versus Cleveland back in 2001. I always go back to that game. The 1-1 that is fouled off. 14-2. They were down in the 7th inning. 7th inning. It was 14-2. Heading into the 7th. And they won 15-14. 1-2. That's outside and low for ball 2. And you know what I love to do? I love proving the naysayers wrong. Every day at the ballpark, you never know what you're going to see. 2-2 pitch to Turner. Ground ball hit over to third base, and charging over to first is Josh Rojas. And there's out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the third. It's 8-0 Seattle. Phillies only have 2 hits today, and they that get scoring. But we go to the bottom of the third first. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. Ain't happening tonight, MP. Well, guess what? If it happens tonight, I'll tell you this. If it happens tonight, how about this? I'm in the mood to have a little bit of fun. Thelma said, oh man, Thelma gave us a $20 super chat. First, okay, we'll get back to that comment, but I got to acknowledge Thelma first. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat, Thelma. I appreciate it. Happy birthday, JJ. Won't be on the rest of this road trip. Games are too late, and the product is so disappointing for me to watch. Understandable. But thank you so much for the super chat. That was really, really nice of you. Thank you. That was really, really nice. If you guys want to donate, you're more than welcome to super chat. You're also more than welcome to gift memberships as well. Members get access to really cool things on my channel. They get including emojis, extra videos, and also early access to videos as well. Seattle can choke, then they can do that. Okay, so going back to this other comment here. Who said this? Okay, here we go. MPTR. Okay. I'll make you a deal. I will make you a deal. Okay? If the Phillies come back and win this game, okay? I'm in the mood to have a little bit of fun tonight. If the Phillies come back and win this game, you have to donate to the channel. Okay? You have to give a super chat. It could be however much you want. It has to be some type of a super chat. The pitch, and that's taken inside for a ball. If they lose, the 1-0 pitch, that's inside for ball 2. If they lose, okay, I'm thinking about this right now. The pitch, and that's fouled away. If they lose, I will raid, whenever I raid somebody for the next 2 games, I will go into the raid saying that their team is going to win the World Series and that the Phillies stink. Deal? The pitch on the way, and that's fouled off. But if they win, you got to donate to the channel. Two balls, 2 strikes. To Mitch Haniger. And the pitch. And there's a foul ball. It's hit out to right field. I want to have a little bit of fun. You know, I like shaking things up a little bit. And that's what I'm really into by doing this on here. Is he still here? Because if he's not, then obviously we're not going to do it. 2-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 3. So MPTR, do we have a deal? 2-2. That is outside for ball 3. MPTR, do we have a deal? If you are still here. Can you use Bitcoin? Not that I have any. No. I don't think YouTube takes that. Read my reply. I didn't see your reply. Because it's not on the Ninja chat, so. I'll triple Thelma's oh, there it is. Okay. I will triple Thelma's contribution if they come back, says MPTR. And if they lose, I got to say, whenever we go raid somebody, that whoever's team we're raiding, their team is going to win the World Series and the Phillies suck. For the next 2 games, I got to do that whenever we go raid somebody. Okay? Who are we really going to raid at 10 o'clock at night? I don't know. But you will triple Thelma's contribution. That sounds like a deal to me if it's a deal for you. I like that. 3-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called on the outside edge at the knees. And there's 2 strikeouts by Jose Ruiz. That sounds like we have a deal, I guess. If you haven't done it, traveling to the opposite coast and playing what would be a night game is tough. Yeah, I've not done that, but that sounds like fun. Luke Raley is up to bat, and the pitch, and that's up high for a ball. Where the fighting Phils, there's always a chance. Absolutely there is. The pitch on the way, and that's taken up high for ball 2. We got to make it fun on here, you know? Especially on a night like tonight. Late one, Friday night. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. And there's a fly ball or pop-up that's hit over to third base, and Bohm does get under it. And he'll make the catch. And there's 2 away. The pitch. And that is taken for a strike to Rivas. No clue, man. I have no clue. I'm going to say that they go 500 on this road trip. All right, I'll say that. I will mark my words right now. Where's the timestamp? The pitch, and that's taken, so it's now a 1-1 count. So 5-5 on the road trip. The 1-1 line drive caught over at second base by Bryson Stott, and the inning is over. So no runs and no man left. It's a 1-2-3 inning, and we head to the top of the 4th. It's 8-0 Seattle. Linda, what's up, Linda? How you doing? How you doing, Linda? All right, so 5-5 on the West Coast road trip. That's what I'm going to go with. I will say that they go 500. I think that they win the series against Seattle. I think that they lose the series. Actually, I'm sorry. I think that they win the series against the Dodgers, win the series against Seattle. 2-1, 2-1. That's 4-1. And then they go 1-3 versus Arizona. Right, but isn't that 9 games? No, that's... How am I doing this? 2-1, 2-1. Right, so then that's 4-2. Yeah, 1-3 would be 5-5. So, yep. Win versus Seattle. I'm writing this down. Win versus the Dodgers. And lose versus Arizona. All right. Keep me to my word. And the timestamp on that is... What's the timestamp? 1:08:15. Got it. I'm just having a little bit of fun. Hmm. 43 people liking. Let's get to 119. Come on, let's go. The pitch. And that is taken for a strike. You think Howard gets the win tomorrow? Yikes. I didn't say that they were going to lose this game. Did I? The 0-1. That's outside for a ball. If they win this game, that doesn't mean that they have to win tomorrow. But it's if they win this. All right, good. Jane has a raid for us. Great. Great. When the time comes, drop the link. The 1-1 to Harper popped up and hit out over towards left field. And there to make the catch is Arozarena for out number 1. So Harper flies out to left. And now it's Alec Bohm who comes up to bat. One gone, top of the 4th. And the pitch to Bohm. And that is taken all the way for a strike. You can't go 3-6. They play 10 games, my guy. Not 9. 0-1 to Bohm. Grounder hit over to shortstop, and the throw over to first is in time. And there are 2 outs. 2 quickies. And Marsh is due up next. So 2 outs now in the top of the 4th. It's 8-0 Seattle. And Brandon Marsh is going to be coming up to bat. And the first pitch is taken inside for a ball. The next pitch, and that is fouled back. So that makes it now a 1-1 count. Marsh is batting 177 against the Seattle Mariners in his career. "11 hits, 3 RBI, and 8 runs scored." The 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss. It's now a 1-2 count. The pitch to Marsh, swung on and missed, and the inning is over. And Who able to retire the side once again. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 8-0 Seattle. Robles, Arozarena, and Raleigh are all due up in the next inning for the Mariners. We were talking a little bit about Gatorade on here before, and I was curious as to what everybody's favorite flavor of Gatorade is, for those of you that do like Gatorade. There's some really good ones out there, for sure. But I would like to hear from you guys. I like the dark blue one. Why can't I think about what it's called? The blue one is the it's the blue raspberry. That's a good one. Jane says, I don't know if I've ever seen this scenario, but I root because I can, and I root, and it's a blessing and a freedom I still have that hasn't been taken from me. Yeah, and look, like, I mentioned it again, or I'll mention it again. 14-2. I know, like, what are the odds coming back from that type of a game? But the Guardians were down 14-2 against Seattle back in 2001. And you know how many people stayed there to watch the rest of the game? Not as many people that were there during the day. And for those people, watching that was so special. I had a friend who actually went to Game 6 of the NBA Finals back in 2011, and he was in, like, the front row, he was in, like, the bottom section, and he was crazy, and he was like, you know what, I'm going to go all the way up to, like, the 6th row and see if, we see something really, really cool. And what do you know? LeBron hits a big 3, and then after that, LeBron misses a 3. Bosh gets the rebound of his career, and then Allen hits the clutchest shot in NBA Finals history to tie the game. And then he gets to watch the whole overtime. Like, those things are special, man. To be in the ballpark and to be at the arena to see something so special like that happen, it is so rewarding. It really is. The ball is 1 strike as the first pitch is in there for strike 1, and Marte, who's out there for Philadelphia, throws the next pitch low and away. Mountain Frost is Jane's favorite. Berry Blast. Philly sports guy likes Glacier Gatorade. Gatorade Purple Frost. Purple Frost is... I haven't had that one in a while. But I like the blue. The dark blue. One ball, two strikes to Victor Robles. He's 2 for 2 today. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. And Marte, who gets set just above the letters, kicks and fires, and there's another ball thrown into the dirt. Yeah, context is important. Well, the Seattle Mariners had the best record in 2001, so they ended up beating the team that had the best regular season record, or one of the best regular seasons, and that was really cool. What do you mean context matters? If you're down 14-2, I don't care what the context is. You were down 14-2, and you come back and win. Why does that matter? Why does that even matter? You're down 14-2. Isn't that good enough? I mean, nobody's ever come back from that. So, I don't understand what your point is there. The pitch, and that's taken inside for a ball. Context matters. Oh, yeah, that 14-2 comeback wasn't so impressive because guess what? The Guardians were the best team in the league. I don't care what the score is. You could be down by 20. And yet that would still be impressive. A 12-run deficit, that's pretty darn good. 2 balls, no strikes. Bottom of the 4th. And the pitch to Marte is taken all the way for a strike. Just at the knees. Oof. Man, that was wild. 2-1 pitch. That's taken for strike 2. Arozarena will foul the next pitch off, and he stays alive. We will win, says Phillies sports guy. I love the spirit, man. Randy did walk in the second. And the pitch. And that is outside for ball 3. Three, 2 on the way, and there's a foul ball. So Arozarena's up to bat. There's 1 out, bottom of the 4th. 8-0 Seattle. They scored 7 of their 8 runs in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And the pitch. And that is fouled away. Get ready in the 7th then, says Philly sports guy. Three balls, 2 strikes to Randy Arozarena. And the next pitch, ground ball into the hole, into left field for a base that got past the glove of Bohm and Turner. And there is a 1-out single by Randy Arozarena. I don't know where that pitch was going, but it was definitely not a good pitch whatsoever. Oh, Gideon, we talked about that before. But yes, that does make people feel better. The comeback is extremely impressive, but what I mean is, was it typical for the Guardians to go quiet at the plate? No. I can guarantee they weren't swinging at every pitch like we've been. Okay, well, that's like being super, super nitpicky, though. That still was like being super nitpicky. Because, like, I mean, I guess, like, I understand, like, what you're trying to say. Like, where the Guardians... Really, technically speaking, the context is still, in my opinion, that the Phillies are the number 1 team in the National League. They're just going through a funk. That's the context right now. We know that they can turn it on. We've seen them turn it on. The 1-1. That's fouled away. You know, like some of you guys thought that, well, like when they're actually winning these games, like that they were eventually going to go on a losing streak. So now you're not going to do the opposite just because they're on a losing streak. So now they're not going to win another game, essentially. The 1-2, and that is low and inside for ball 2. Because some of y'all did come on here and you did say that, oh, well, just you wait, there's going to be a big losing streak. Some of you did say that. Some of you did say that this team was going to go on to lose games. And now that it's here, it's like, well, the feeling that I'm getting, the vibe I'm getting from some of y'all is that they're not even going to win another game. Two balls, two strikes. And the pitch by Marte is low and outside for ball 3. That would be crazy if the Phillies came back. Yep. It would be. And you guys get to be here to see it. 3-2 pitch on the way. That's low for ball 4. And there's 2 runners on with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. So now Justin Turner's coming up to the plate. It is 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time here on the East Coast. Two runners on, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. The pitch on the way. That is taken for a strike. Turner is batting .246 against right-handed pitching this season so far. 5 homers and 21 RBI and 60 hits. The 0-1, line drive in the right field for a base hit, and Castellanos will throw it over towards first base, and everybody's going to move up a base. So base is now loaded with 1 out still in the bottom of the 4th, and Marte allows an opposite field single to Justin Turner. Man, oh man. Just seems like that they just cannot catch a break here. The pitch on the way. That is taken for a strike to Josh Rojas. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. The ball is 1 strike. And the next pitch is low and in the dirt for a ball. Can you believe that we're in August now, guys? I can't believe that we're in August, man. 1-1. Ground ball. Hit the diving stop by Harper. Throw over the second. There's 1, and that's all that they're going to get. So it's an RBI fielder's choice ground out, and it's 9-0 Seattle. JJ, I don't know how you watch these games. Guys, I have a job on here to do, and that is to call the games like they are. Okay? Somehow, I can block out my fandom from calling the game. That's what I do. You know, it's a lot easier, like, when they're winning to be able to sort of feed off the positivity. But I'm doing my job. And, you know, you guys wouldn't have fun if I was so negative all the time, or if I was just like, oh, this team is sucking right now. They're down 9-0. There's runners over at first and third. There's no way in heck that they're going to come back and win this game. You know, does that sound like a cast that you want to tune into? I don't really think so. I mean, there are people that do it, but that's just not who I am. 2 balls, no strikes in the pitch. And that is taken just up high for ball 3. We win 9-12, says Phillies Sports Guy. 3-0 pitch, and that's outside for ball 4. So Marte allows a walk, and the inning continues. And that was to Dylan Moore. I'm not having fun regardless. Well, I get it, you diehard. I mean, I am a diehard, but I'm doing this because if this was any other team that I'm covering, this is what you got to do. I want to be a broadcaster. The pitch. Ground ball hit over to shortstop, and the underhanded toss over to second is in time. And the inning is over. So we go to the top of the 5th. It's 9-0 Seattle. You know, a company would fire me if I just said, well, I can't do these games because this team is losing. And you know what? They're going to give it to somebody else. You know? I'm not doing that. I'm not giving up the throne. Are you kidding me? I earned the right to that throne. Why would I do that? Just because the team's doing bad? Yeah. All right. There was something else I wanted to say. We're already going to the top of the 5th. You're great at what you do. No, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And I know that you don't mean it like that, you know. But that's how I look at this, man. I want to take this seriously. I do. Win or lose, that's how I do it. Tell him, JJ. Yeah. I know people that would be dying to have a throne like this or to have a platform like this. I'm not giving this up. There's other people that have really, really good jobs. You know? It's hard to give up a childhood job that anybody would want to have. Somebody actually once told me, if you are tuning into this channel, make sure that you like and subscribe. And that person was Play-by-Play with JJ. I told that to myself. And I'm telling that to you guys now. Make sure you like and subscribe. And hit the notification bell icon. And that way you'll know when I go live for a Phillies, a Sixers, or an Eagles game. We also are doing the Olympics. Tomorrow we got an 11:15 a.m. men's basketball game. All right? So we got a early one tomorrow, a very, very early one. It's not as early as Sunday, but just, if you want to come on and support, you're more than welcome to do so. If you guys have never heard me call a basketball game in your entire life, you may like it. The pitch, that's taken for a strike. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch to JT is fouled away. So who was on the bump? George! Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. 0-2 pitch to JT. Ground ball hit over to third. Played on the bounce, and the throw across the diamond is in time, and there's 1 away in the top of the 5th inning. The Sixers are like the Cowboys. I've never heard that before. Can't get over the second round hump. I see what you mean there. But can the Cowboys even get out of the first round? Is that fair enough? All right, AJP, bro, you got to keep it clean on here, my guy. You don't call anybody a turd. There's your first warning. The pitch, that is taken for a strike or for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. And that is in the dirt for ball 2. Cowgirls and 76ers. What? Castellanos batting .318 against the Seattle Mariners. Top of the fifth, one out, and the pitch fouled back towards the screen. Casty's 32 years old. And the pitch. So it's now 2 balls, 1 strike. Or 3 balls, 1 strike, that is. Made his major league debut with the Tigers back in September of 2013. 3-1. He pops it up. It's hit out over towards shallow right center field. And Haniger will get under it. And there is out number 2. So Castellanos does fly out. Or pop out, that is, to right. And now Bryson Stott's coming up. First pitch on the way. That is taken for a strike. The 0-1 fouled off. Go to the Stott. Ground ball, backhanded by the second baseman, and the throw over to first was a little bit high, but it's in time. So Stott, who's been hitting .200 against the Seattle Mariners throughout his career, just grounds out over to second, and the inning is over. We head to the top, or the bottom of the fifth now. It's 9-0 Seattle. All right. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell icon, too, and that way you'll know when I go live. All right, Mod Squad, how many likes do we have on here, man? I think we got to 92. All right, 8 more likes until we get to go subscribe to somebody. Now it's 50-50 on whether or not they will end our losing streak tonight. It's funny. Faith. I love it. Just said it like that. Dear Lord, please give us a miracle, says AJP. Yep. You ever sometimes ask yourself, what got me into doing what I'm doing, whether it's a job or a career or something like that? You guys ever ask that to yourself? For those of you that do have something that you are proud of, or a career that you love, and if you don't, I'm curious, if you ever asked yourself, how can I get to where I want to be? Because sometimes what I do, not to get too deep, but I do ask myself sometimes those questions, am I doing enough? Should I be doing more? And those types of things. But do you guys ever ask that to yourselves? And if so, how do you deal with that? A fantastic armor. We got a new subscriber. That is AJP. Thank you, AJP. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for subscribing. You're the man. The pitch on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike 1. So Luke Raley is hitting, and Tanner Banks is hitting. or Tanner Banks is pitching. 0-1, and that is swung on and missed. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow. Yep. Thank you so much for coming on here, man. The balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch, and that's up high for a ball. Jose says I'm tipsy. Jose, you better keep it clean tonight, man. I'm not in the mood. Keep it clean. Keep it clean, man. 1-2 pitch. And that is on the inside corner for a strike. And Banks records a strikeout. And there's one gone. Jane says, I wanted to be a rapper. Now I do it for fun and take care of my mom in her 74th year, right? Is that what you meant to say? Wow. That's really cool. What made you love rapping? Pitch. That's up high. 1-1. That's way outside for ball 2. Daniel wanted to be a rapper too. But no, like, I'm being serious though. Like, what got you into it? The line drive hit out over to left field. And Marsh is there to make the catch. And there's 2 away. Gotta ride the wave, says the nameless ones. Life gives you. I'm 50 years old and just started college. Wow, that is... good for you. Good for you. What are you studying, if you don't mind me asking? That's so cool. Two balls, no strikes. Bottom of the 5th. Nobody on. And 2 outs. Robles up to bat. And the pitch, and that's fouled away. 2 live crew, then I realized. Oh my gosh. I literally was the next door neighbors with an NBA player. Really? Wow. So Tupac inspired you, Jane? Good job for the college guy. Jason Thompson. I remember Jason Thompson. So Jason Thompson was Daniel's neighbor, he's saying. The nameless one is at Temple. Well, what are you studying, man? Pitch. And there's a foul ball. And it's still a 2-2 count. Still in the bottom of the 5th. It's 9-0 Seattle against the Philadelphia Phillies. And the next pitch on the way. Line drive played on the bounce towards Alec Bohm. And the throw across the diamond is in time. And the inning is over. We head to the top of the 6th. It's 9-0 Seattle. And the Phillies are coming up to bat. So have you guys, like, ever... The question that I asked, and you don't have to, like, answer this, but I'm just curious, is, have you guys ever... I even forget how I phrased it, but have you guys ever had, like, a dream job? And, like, how do you, like, what was it? Or what is it? There was something else. Was not an owl. Rider University? Yeah. Nameless Ones is studying psychology. Learning towards sports psychology. That's cool. That's really, really cool. Of course we remember that game. How could we ever forget that? I mean, some people didn't watch baseball at that time, but how could we ever forget about the Bryce Harper walk-off grand slam? I know Jason Thompson. Jason Thompson actually donated a basketball court to where I like to walk sometimes. I used to work around that area, and there's a park over there. I can't remember what the name of the park is right now because I'm sort of getting eaten up by it. But Jason Thompson did donate a basketball court, is what I meant to say, in the park. And kids play. And he has the court. The court was named after him. And it was really cool. Laurel Acres, thank you. Yes, you know, JJ. I do. Yep, Laurel Acres, thank you. It's a beautiful park. Yep. The pitch. That is outside for a ball. It's a nice place to go. It's a nice place to walk. All right, so top of the 6th. 1 ball, no strikes to Yohan Rojas. And the next pitch, that is taken for a strike. That shows something, man. Don't ever give up. I was again... My high school baseball team was down by 4 in the last inning, and thanks to my team, I walked it off and we won the game. It's cool, man, and you'll never forget that, will you? 1-1. That's foul towards the right side. It's a very nice court. It is. It is. I think that's like one of the best courts that you'll probably see in South Jersey. I do. One, two on the way to Rojas. Line drive it down to center field, and there's a base hit by Yohan Rojas as he gets himself a leadoff single. We're in the top of the 6th. Great people. Like number 100. Let's go. All right, Jane, drop the link down below. And then we'll go raid that person. Actually, wait. Don't do it right now. We'll do it in the bottom of the 6th. Or do it towards the end. As soon as the 3rd out's recorded, post the link. The pitch. That is fouled away. Charge! Rojas does lead off over at first. And the 0-1 to Schwarber. Inside and low. Oh, that sounds like a very positive attitude, Gideon. I love that. That's the spirit. Daniel says, I wanted to be an NBA player when I was 6. 1-1 pitch. Fly ball hit out over to right field, and on the run to make the catch is Mitch Haniger. And there's one gone in the top of the 6th. Got a $5 donation from Brian Pumper. Thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate that, man. My God, this team stinks. Just checking in, JJ. Phillies really are going to pull a 2023 Eagles. Dumbo looks fraudulent. Again, I'm not there yet because a collapse would have to be that they have to lose almost every single series throughout the rest of the season and yet lose and get swept in the playoffs in the first round. I'm not there yet. I'm not there comparing it to the Eagles 2023 team. Y'all are jumping the gun, I think. Pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to third base. The flip over the second, and it is dropped by the second baseman, and everybody's going to be safe. Now, was it dropped by Rivas when he was trying to throw it over to first? No, it looked like. I guess it was. Let's see again. Rojas is called out at second. I think he dropped it, and he didn't even tag the bag. He took his eyes off the ball, and the Phillies may want to challenge this. Really. and they're not going to. 2 outs, top of the 6th. Then we got a runner on over at first. And Harper's up to bat. And the pitch is taken at 92 miles per hour. It's pouring right now. It is. Harper's 0 for 2. Flied out. And also grounded out as well. Actually struck out, excuse me. The next pitch. And that is taken for a ball. The 1-1 to Bryce. And he takes it all the way at the knees for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 6th, 2 outs. And the 1-2 to Harper. And he slaps a foul. Got another $5 donation. Man, y'all are the best, man. Shout out to Philly Sports Guy. Guys, my grandpa always said every strike brings me closer to the next home run. Thank you guys so much for the donations, man. Seriously, thank you. It really means a lot to me. It does. 1-2 to Harper. I'll foul that one back over towards the screen. So Harper is 31 years old. He's an 8-time All-Star, 2-time NL MVP. He's definitely been in a slump right now. But when he's red hot, he's hot. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bryce. Top of the 6th, 2 outs, and a runner on over at first base. And the 1-2 to Harper swung on and missed. He's been chasing after those high pitches. And the inning is over. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It's 9-0 Seattle. All right. I'm happy I wrote down that timestamp. Anybody have a favorite flavor of ice cream? Like a favorite flavor of ice cream that they like? Favorite flavor of ice cream. Cookie dough is one of mine. I like cookie dough. Tell me your favorite flavor of ice cream down below. Only time will tell, says AJP. Anything's possible, man. Vanilla. That sounds so basic. But hey, vanilla ice cream's cool. That's all I go for. I'm not watching That's the Good Thing, says Jane. Yep. All right, come on, man. Tell me your favorite color, your favorite type of ice cream, because I really would like to know. Orange sherbet. What the heck is that? You gotta describe that to me. Jeevanoots likes vanilla. Strawberry cheesecake. That sounds good. Tea berry. You meant to say strawberry? Or is tea berry a flavor too? Mint chocolate chip. Or mint chocolate on top. Mint chocolate chip is good. What about moose tracks? Anybody like moose tracks? Anybody like butterscotch? Peppermint chocolate chip? Peanut butter swirl or chocolate peanut butter. Cotton candy ice cream. I like birthday cake. I've never tried cotton candy ice cream before. I'll have to see what that looks like. Daniel says mint is disgusting. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. We have our own opinions. Tea berry is a flavor indeed. So it actually tastes like tea with a little bit of berry in it. Blue bunny all the way, says Jane. What's blue bunny? Describe that one to me. 2-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 3. So Paulie's ice cream is like vanilla mixed with orange ice cream. Okay, and his was orange sherbet. Okay. There's a flavor I've never heard of before. Oreo McFlurry. Isn't that just a isn't that from McDonald's? It counts. 3-2 pitch, and that's inside for ball 4. So Randy Arozarena gets on with a walk, and Tanner Banks allows a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 6th. Blue Bunny is a brand, is it? Jeeva likes butterscotch. I've known you for a while. I never knew you liked butterscotch. What? Chocolate honeycomb is good too. The pitch on the way. That is taken for a strike. Okay, so if you're going to a Mr. Softy, okay, if a Mr. Softy truck comes over to your house right now, what flavor of ice cream are you getting? That's probably like the better way to ask the question. That's vanilla with Oreo bits. Yeah, I like the Oreo McFlurries. They're really cool. If you ever have M&M ice cream, I've had M&M ice cream before. That is really, really good. But if Mr. Softy comes over right now and gives you a free ice cream, what are you getting? What type of ice cream are we getting? Arozarena, was he picked off? He was. Nice play by Banks over at first base, and Arozarena was kept off the bag. The pitch. And there's a called strike 3. It looked a little bit outside, but Banks does record his second strikeout of the day. Two up and 2 down. I was thinking of candy. Where's the ice cream man when you need him? I will chase him. We'll see. This is why I wanted to talk about this, because I need to know like what everybody would order, for ice cream, because I could go for some ice cream and I need some, I don't know. I like feeding off of what you guys have to say, and I like being creative on here. So it's just a nice little icebreaker. Brownie monkey chunks. Brownie monkey chunks. I'll have to look at that. See what that looks like. Brownie monkey chunks. If that's an ice cream. 1-2 pitch. And there's a strike 3 called. Oh, it's Ben and Jerry's. Chunky monkey. That's what it is. All right, so strike 3 called, and we head to the top of the 7th. It's 9-0 Seattle. Rocky Road, says John. Okay, but again, we're talking about Mr. Softy here. Rocky Road, is that a flavor? Rocky Road ice cream. Rocky Road ice cream. Mr. Softy. I didn't say. Let's see. Is that a flavor? Chopped roasted almonds and miniature marshmallows. Not really an almonds type of a guy. I'm not. Is that weird? Is it weird that I'm not an almond type of a guy? My coach told me if we lose him by a lot, work in the little things, and this little things will turn into big things. There's always water ice. Yeah, water ice is good. Banks looks better than advertised. Rocky Road is an ice cream flavor. Traditional chocolate for me. So if Mr. Softy comes, you're getting traditional chocolate. I'm getting a mix of vanilla and chocolate. If they have cookie dough, though, I'll take the cookie dough. Our Mr. Softy only has vanilla soft serve, says Albert DeHaven. Almonds with chocolate are pretty good. I'm not really an almond type of a guy. I'm really not. I also don't like chocolate-covered pretzels. You know? Not really a big fan of chocolate-covered pretzels. Head to the top of the 7th. Phillies have put up no runs on the board. It's 9-0 Seattle. And now Bohm will lead off the top of the 7th inning. And the first pitch underway to Bohm. Line drive it out over to center field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. And getting on one knee is Victor Robles, and there's a leadoff single by Bohm. We got a $2 donation from the Phillies sports guy. Let's go, baby. Nice job, man. Thank you so much. The bank has been at ice cream in the MLB. Has Ben and Jerry's ice cream in the MLB thoughts? I actually like the bank ice cream a lot. I like their different flavors that they have. They're expensive, but everything at the bank is expensive. Citizens Bank. Don't get the context mixed up. The pitch on the way, so the first pitch is fouled off. The ball is 1 strike. In moderation, chocolate pretzels are very good. I'm not really a big chocolate pretzels type of a guy. The 0-1, the Marsh, way outside and high for a ball. So Woo is still on the mound for the Mariners. Let's get back to him for a second. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-1 to Marsh, and he taps it foul. Wood with just 80 pitches. Last time he pitched, he allowed no runs in 4 innings of work. One, two. On the inside corner, called strike 3. And there's 1 out in the top of the 7th inning, and Woo earns his 6th strikeout. Turkey Hill's really good. I like Turkey Hill ice cream. Local deli in Wilkes Barre gets some flavors brought up from the Penn State Creamery. What types of flavors did they have? Huh. I'm curious. I don't like Turkey Hill that much. I like Turkey Hill. Turkey Hill's good. I mean, Wawa's my personal favorite, but Turkey Hill, I like Sheets as well. Sheets is good. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch, and that is taken for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball hit out to left field for a base hit. And so that's going to put 2 runners on base for the Phils. That's the first time that they've had that in quite some time. JJ, what you like? What's my favorite flavor of ice cream? I like a lot of flavors, man. I like fudge. I like peanut butter fudge. I like peanut butter chocolate chip. I like regular chocolate chip. I like coffee. The pitch. And that is fouled away from Nick Castellanos. Blueberry, I like it every once in a while. S'mores is really good. Cookies and cream? Yeah. The ball is 1 strike to Casti in the pitch. And that is outside and low for a ball. Andy N's pretzel with cinnamon sugar. I've never had the cinnamon sugar, but that does sound really good with the salt pretzels. We were just talking about salt pretzels today. The 1-1 to Castellanos swung on, hit out over towards left field. It's not that deep, though, and Arozarena is there to track it down and make the catch for out number 2. Sheets for the win. Yeah. I love Turkey Hill iced tea and Sheets chili cheese dog. I've never had the chili cheese dog. Turkey Hill iced tea. I'm not an iced tea guy, really. I like iced coffee. I like my tea hot, though. Oh, food in general. My favorite food is mac and cheese. Hands down. 2 outs in the pitch. That is fouled back towards the screen. And I'm losing track of time here. What the heck is going on? Ugh, JJ. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? The ball is 1 strike. And the 0-1 on the way to Stott is fouled back towards the screen. Oh, Jane, you never posted the link. We never rated anybody. And we can't do it after the next inning because you know what time it is. But post it after the bottom of the set. Post it when we go to the 8th, if the person is still alive. Mac and cheese is goated. It is. I'm not a buffalo mac and cheese guy, though. The ball's 2 strikes, and the 0-2 to Bryson Stott, and that is going to be fouled back towards the screen. Am I making y'all hungry at 11:39 p.m. Eastern Time? Because that was part of my goal. We're taking away the focus from the game while still talking about it. But we're focusing more on your hunger. Just kidding. Just kidding. That's not what we intend. 0-2 pitch. There's a foul ball chopped towards the first base side. And it's foul. The ball is 2 strikes. 2 outs. And 2 runners on. And the 0-2 to Stott. And he pops it up. Hit out over towards shallow right center field. Haniger gets called off by Robles. And he'll make the catch. And the side is retired. So we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Seattle leads it 9-0. All right. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. All right. Oh, Daniel, what was I going to say? It's all good. We know it's over. Yeah. All right. So this trivia question, of course, is brought to you by Ethan Baumholtz of Advisors Mortgage. All right. If you are looking to purchase or refinance a primary residence, a second home or investment property in New Jersey or Pennsylvania, my guy Ethan Baumholtz has you covered. He was my basketball coach, and he's been a very good mentor for me for so many years, has a lot of experience, and he will do anything tailored to your needs and make your life stress-free when it comes to refinancing a primary residence, a second home, or investment property in New Jersey or PA. So for personalized services, call Ethan today at 609-230-5558. His phone number and email are in the description down below. Make sure that you contact Ethan today. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. And if you get it wrong, you will hear this. So I'd like to know. Let's do this one. How long was Chase Utley's hitting streak during the 2006 Philadelphia Phillies season? How tall are you, JJ? That's not a trivia question. I'm about 5'10". But yeah, I'm about 5'10". How long was Chase Utley's longest hitting streak during the 2006 Phillies season? How long? How long was it? How long? How long will I slide? Red Hot Chili Peppers, anybody? 37 games, close but no cigar. 17, 45, 31, 82, 35. Good job, Albert. You got it. Nice job. Good for you. Chase Utley's longest hitting streak during the 2006 Philadelphia Phillies season was at 35 games, man. Nice job. Here we go. Josh Rojas is up to bat against Jose Alvarado. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Fly ball hit out over to left field, and Brandon Marsh is there to make the catch. And there's 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning. All right, so Alvarado is up to pitch now for the Phils. Jose, of course, has been with the Phillies ever since 2020. Has a 4.22 earned run average and 45 strikeouts as well. The pitch fires a 99-mile-per-hour sinker just on the inside corner at the knees. By the way, the raid will be under reparts, JJ. If you could copy and paste that link right after the end of this inning, or like when there's 2 outs, okay? If you could copy and paste that, I would really appreciate that. The 1-1. That is inside and high for ball 2. Okay, JJ, I'm here as an ambassador to the city of Baltimore. Are you? I didn't know that. I'm kidding. Oh, man. I'll read your... yeah. Give me 1 sec. The 2-1 pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards shallow left center field. Marsh gets called off by Rojas, and he goes to the alleyway to make the catch route number 2. Got a proposition for you, JJ. Let's cancel the trades we made with each other. Let's just go back to what we had. Cool? Both of our teams were losing beforehand, so what's really going to change? That's why I say no. That's why I say no. 2 outs. Nobody on. The pitch on the way. That's a strike called on the inside corner. In theory, it sounds nice. But no. Oh, man. Pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards deep left field, and Haniger gets a hanger, and it's gone. It's now 10-0 Seattle on Mitch Haniger's 10th homer of the season. That was right down Broad Street, and Haniger did not get fooled. Alvarado's really been struggling. And he left 1 out over the middle of the plate. 2 gone, bottom of the 7th, and the pitch to Raleigh is taken outside for a ball. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. That's up high for ball 2. You know what bothers me? This is a random thought here. 2 balls, no strikes. Alvarado kicks and fires, and there is a strike on the outside corner. And yes, see, now with an offense, a worry out of the AL. Yeah, I get it. 2-1 offering. That's fouled back. It was at 100 miles per hour to Luke Raley. So something that bothers me, okay? I always look forward to watching the drafts, okay? The NBA and the NFL drafts specifically. And I still do watch them. 2-2 pitch on the way, and that's outside and low for ball 3. Social media, okay? I have to turn off my social media now when I'm doing these draft things. because I like knowing the player once they're introduced by the commissioner on TV and not having to find out beforehand. Does that bother you too? That's something that really bothers me. 3-2 pitch. Nets on the outside corner for strike 3. And the inning is over. We head to the top of the 8th. It's 10-0 Seattle. Phillies going to look to try to get on the board. But does that bother you too? Because that really does bother me. If I'm watching the draft, okay, I don't want to figure out beforehand, well, Adley Rutschman was the number 1 pick, and then have somebody report it on ESPN or like whatever from ESPN's Twitter, and then I wait like a minute and a half later, and it's like, well, I know what Rob Manfred's going to say. I knew who the pick was. It bothers me massively. Yeah. It bothers me too, because like I think that it ruins the experience. You know, it's like going to a movie, right? You're going to a movie for the first time. You haven't seen the film. Yeah, other people can spoil it for you, and like you can look up those things, but then it ruins it. You know, like it ruins the experience of going to the movies with your loved one, and that's something that bothers me. You know. Yeah, it's very annoying. How does it ever happen? Is the TV delayed? Like, how does everyone know? Because there's always a delay when something's being taped. So if you're watching a live Phillies game, they're always 10 to 12 seconds behind the action, the actual live action. So that's number 1. And number 2, you have the insiders who are getting paid money to cover these things. And they have to be the first ones to report it. Everybody, it always has to be. That's why you have like the Shams and the Wojs going at each other. And even the Chris, my gosh, what's his name? I can't really think of his name right now. But anyhow, like you have those guys that have to report it first because they get their money that way. But yeah, it's part of their job. Pitch to Rojas, and he has a 2-hit game as he slices one into left field for a base hit. So there's a leadoff single in the top of the 8th inning by Johan Rojas. He got one right down the middle and just was able to hammer it into left center. Yeah, Blake Snell pitched a no-hitter. All right, so now it's Kyle Schwarber's turn to come on up. And the pitch on the way is taken on the outside edge, right at the knees for strike 1. I apologize, guys. After this game is done, I got to go to bed. I got to get up and eat a breakfast and then call an 11:15 a.m. Basketball game. Chris Haynes, thank you, Nick. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate that. Schwarber has to tie his shoes. And Thornton is the guy that's on the mound. He allowed the base hit to Johan Rojas. So Trenton Thornton is 30 years old from Charlotte, North Carolina. The 0-1 delivery, ground ball it over to first, and, well, they're just going to have to be able to tag the bag and just get Schwarber out. The runner from first, though, does go over to second, and there's one gone in the top of the 8th. I'll be up for that, says Daniel. Nice. Yep, I got to print out some notes, and we're not going to be doing a post-game show tonight because of that. Quick transition, man. Mundo Sosa comes up and he slaps the first pitch foul. It came at 97 miles per hour. I was going to come on yesterday to do the women's basketball game. I just ended up having a very long day. I don't really want to get too much into it. But yeah. The 0-1, and that is fouled back. Oh, Jane, you keep forgetting. You keep forgetting to post the link. If anyone wants to raid from JJ, you are about to get the link. There we go. Good. All right. Post it right when we get the second out. Or the third. Or none. Go to the Sosa. And he hits this one out over towards shallow right field. And there to make the catch is the right fielder, Haniger. So there's 2 outs. Birdwatcher, drop your link down below, please. Please drop your link down below. And Jane, yeah, I think you would like his channel. I do. I think you would like his channel. 2 outs. And a runner on at second, and the pitch on the way, and that's fouled by Bryce Harper. Phillies tonight, in case you are wondering, okay, it's a 10-0 ball game. The Phillies themselves, in this game, are 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position, and have left 5 men on base. Next pitch is taken low for a ball. Bryce time. Bryce is nice when he's hot. 1-1 offer into Harper, and he bounces it foul. JJ had 4,200 views and 8 subs. Times are tough. Well, we're doing something right. 1-2 pitch on the way. Another high fastball that Bryce Harper chases after. And the inning is over. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. All right. So we got a link from Orioles Birdwatcher. Please go like and subscribe to him. Jane, it's time for you to drop your link. Where is it? Drop it down below. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. Where is it, Jane? Time to go raid this guy. Let's go raid him. It says this video is not available. What's not available? What is not available? Why is this not available? Let's see. What the heck? It says that the video is not available anymore. We could say I had a Philly halftime.
People want to blame the players. I get it. That was a ball, and Harper shouldn't have swung at it. I did that.
Yeah, it's unavailable, Jane. That's okay.
But
we'll do this one.
It's not all
Let's
about...
go say I had a halftime. He's the only one that's on
You
right
have to, when you're a player, sometimes you got to choke up on the bat. Sometimes you got to let loose, put it down. Sometimes you got to move in.
Let's say I had a halftime.
Sometimes you got to move out. You might have to drop back. You might have to move up. And that's...
All right. Who else is going to say hi to halftime with me? Anybody? We'll say hi to halftime. Even since I didn't know you were still here. I didn't know you're still here. You should probably take the poll down. Okay, I can do that. I did it, but honestly, still isn't over. There we go. We got Charles there. We got Jane there. Nice. Anybody else want to join? Anybody else want to say hi to halftime? Or is it just going to be Jane? Albert's there. There we go. Nice. Jared Stubbs is pitching in the 1-1. That is popped up, hit out over towards shallow left field. And Sosa's there to make the grab for out number 1. In the bottom of the 8th. Maybe we should collab and have a mutual vent session. Oh, I already did. I already did vent. You should. It feels really, really good. I do like venting, though. I would love to collab with you again, though, sometime. The 0-1 pitch. That's taken for strike two. So Garrett Stubbs is pitching for the Phils from one catcher to another. Pitch. That's an 87-mile-per-hour fastball that's inside and low. At least that's what it was reported as. 1-2 pitch. Came at 60 miles per hour, and it was way up high for ball two. So Marlowe's up to bat. Comes in off the bench, and he's pinch hitting for Robles. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the first base side. Stott has it, fields it, throws it cleanly over to first, and there's two away. So 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the pitch over here to arozarena is a ground ball that's hit over to third, and bohm fields it, throws over to first, and it's in time. And we head to the top of the 9th. Phillies are down 10-0. It's their last chance. They got Bohm, Marsh, and Real Muto coming up. I've been thinking about this, guys. You know, part of the reason why I'm on here every single day is because, yeah, I love doing this, and yeah, I'm really, really passionate about it, but this is sort of like a laboratory for me, right? Like, it's sort of like a lab in a sense where I can play around with things, you know? I can I can try new things, I can utilize new terms, I can try to play around with home run calls, even though tonight I didn't get any run calls. But I like to do that on here. And I bring that up because I don't think that... I think that some people, have this fear of just getting started on YouTube, and starting a channel. And... I just wanted to tell you, like, if you want to do it, like, you can do it. You just got to do it. And there have been people that have, that have told me, like, I look up to you and I'm afraid to do my own YouTube channel because I'm afraid that I'm going to screw up. That's part of what comes with it, man. I've made a lot of mistakes on here. And, that's part of how you grow. And I've learned how to now block out some more of the noise. Some of it I still have to do a better job with. But I think it's the lesson learned is that if you want to do something, you just do it. Don't let anybody stop you. It's a lot of time investment, but hey, it doesn't have to be. It really doesn't have to be. I just choose to do it. You could literally just make a small YouTube channel for a hobby. Look at what Darfu does. Jonathan Diaz will be out there to pitch. And the first one is outside for a ball. Second pitch is way inside for ball two. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it full time. You don't. But you just got to do it. 2-0 pitch. That is way inside for ball three. Orioles Birdwatcher says, I'm crazy enough for this, JJ. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. It's your baby, man. This is my baby. I love this. I wouldn't trade this for anything in the entire world. 3-1 to Bohm. Line driving that over towards left center field, and that's going to go all the way towards the wall. So there is a leadoff double. And Alec Bohm gets on at second base. Will I do anything for fantasy football? Probably not. if so, what's the aim then? If I was to start one, I mean, I'd like to quit my job. Well, if you're doing this for the money, then you're not in it for the right reasons. Pitch to Marsh. Line drive it over towards the right field side, and that's going to go all the way towards the wall. And Bohm will come on in to score, and the Phillies will have Brandon Marsh jog on over to third with a RBI triple, and it's now a 10-1 game. Looks like you got a hanger right down the middle, and Brandon Marsh able to come through with an RBI triple. It's whatever, like, you want to make it, man. Like, you don't have to do it full time. You could just do it as a vlogging channel. I've seen people do traveling channels that just like to vlog. It's whatever you want to make it, you know? The 1-0 to JT. That is inside for ball 2. Folks, hope you don't mind JJ. We talk about this off the air. We both love this. Love is an understatement. 2-0. That's inside for ball 3. This is a big part of my life. I mean it. Yeah, the Thomas Mott Show. Like, they done quit their jobs. But guess what? They didn't start off that way. 3 balls, no strikes. And the pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Everybody has their own different journeys, guys. There's not one way to do this. Sometimes you get lucky. You know? You're just used to seeing me do this every day, but there's people that don't do this every day. There's people that literally come on here and have a channel and just post like once a month. And they do it for fun. It's nice, you know? Next pitch, and that's going to be taken for ball 4. And that's going to put runners at the corners with still nobody out in the top of the 9th. Correct. Correct, Orioles bird watcher. That's right. But he's right. He's right, Jane. You don't have to do this just strictly for money. I don't play chess for money. I play chess because I love playing chess. The pitch. That's taken for a ball. I know people that play chess for money. I choose not to do that. Wes Wilson's up to bat. Diaz is on the bump. Austin Voth is going to get warmed up for the Seattle Mariners. And the pitch is inside for ball 2. So Phillies are down 10-1, top of the 9th. 2 runners are on base for the Phils, and there's still nobody out, and it's a 2-0 count to Wes Wilson. The pitch by Diaz, and there's a foul ball, and the count is now 2-1. Mets lead at 5-1 in the top of their 9th inning against the Angels. 2-1 to Wilson. There's a ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. And guess who's going to score? It's going to be Brandon Marsh. And it's now 10-2 Seattle. RBI single by Wes Wilson, and one swing can cut the lead in half. So the Phillies are inching their way back in. And Wes Wilson comes through. And PTR, how you feeling, man? How you feeling? You're still up for this bet, right? We have time called on the mound here, and still nobody out. Diaz is still going to pitch. And now it's Bryson Stott who's going to come on up for Philadelphia. Top of the ninth, nobody out, 2 runners on, and the pitch to Stott, and he takes it all the way for strike 1. You're really not serious, are you, bro? You're the one that said that you would give me 50, that you would triple Thelma's offer. 0-1, ground ball hit back over towards the mound. The flip over the second, there's 1, and the throw over to first is not in time. Stott beat it out by a mile. You're the one that did that. And I said that if they lose, I would go into people's chats when we raid somebody, and I would say that the Phillies suck and that whoever we're raiding, their team is going to win the World Series. That was part of the deal. Top of the ninth, 1 out. I keep my word on here, my guy. Comes Yohan Rojas to the plate. The first pitch, fouls it back. The 1 to Rojas, and that's taken for strike 2. I'm not saying to up it. I'm saying okay. 0-2 pitch. That is taken down low for a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, top of the ninth. Diaz is still pitching. Jonathan Diaz, 27 years old, from Valencia, Venezuela. And the 1-2 to Rojas. Swing and a miss. Ended up hitting Rojas. And he swung on and missed at that. And there's 2 outs. JT does score, though. And going over to second base is Bryson Stott. And it's now 10-3, so the Phillies are going to run that way. So I guess that's sort of a productive out. I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying that we still have a deal, correct? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. They didn't count the runs. So it's 10-2. And there's runners at the corners. 2 outs now, top of the ninth. First pitch to Schwarber, and he takes strike 1 at the knees. All right. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. 0-1 to Schwarber, and he takes it all the way for strike 2. It was on the outside edge at 92 miles per hour. So the Phillies are down to their final strike. Mariners are 1 strike away from taking game 1 by a score of 10-2. The pitch to Kyle, and he pops it up. It's a foul ball, and it goes out of play. The ball is 2 strikes. And the pitch to Schwarber, and he fouls it back. Diaz will get set at the letters once again. Kicks and delivers, and a good eye by Schwarber as he takes it just up high. The 1-2 to Schwarber. And that is low and in the dirt for ball 2. Long at bat here between Schwarber and Diaz. And the 2-2 to Kyle. Ground ball hit over towards the second base side, and the throw over to first is in time, and that's the ball game. All right, so the Phillies lose by a final score of 10-2 to the Seattle Mariners. So the Mariners do take game 1 of this series. And the Phillies did not do a good job today. We'll talk just a little bit about it. Bryan Woo ended up getting the win. That was the longest outing of his career. Went 7 innings, and he had 6 strikeouts, no runs, no walks, and allowed just 5 hits. Phillies had Tyler Phillips get his first loss of the season, and he absolutely laid an egg today. Went 1 2/3, allowed 5 hits, 8 earned runs, and 1 strikeout, along with 3 walks. So Woo is now 5-1. And, the difference of the game really was in that second inning. That was really when the Mariners put the Phillies away. Justin Turner hit a grand slam, and you had a 3-run home run that was also hit by Luke Raleigh. So, Robles, though, got the party started in the bottom of the first, and it was on a solo home run. So, yeah, man, another tough loss by the Phils. I don't really want to say too much. I do have to go to bed. I do want to get a good night's sleep before we do tomorrow morning's USA basketball game. I love each and every one of you, though, and I will catch you all in the next one, man. Thank you all so much for staying up late with me. Again, I know that these games may be a little bit tough because, A, they're late at night, and the Phillies just have not been doing too well lately. But I really do want to make sure that I say thank you all so much for tuning in. And thank you to all the people that donated tonight. That was really, really nice. It really does show who cares and who really does support the channel for those people that have stayed up late and have really been grinding with us. And I will always make sure that I support that for loyalty. So thank you all so much. See you all tomorrow. All right, 11:15 a.m. is when we're going to go on for the men's basketball game. All right, catch you all in the next one, and I will see you all tomorrow. Good night, shalom, sayonara, and Lila Tov.